everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Alexa. Today we're making Dubai chocolate bars. I measured out all my ingredients and I recommend that you do so too. You can find a full list of ingredients and measurements in the link in the description. Remember to watch the video first so you can be prepared. First, I'm going to cut my chocolate mold in half. This isn't necessary, but I find that it makes it easier to work with. I also think putting the candy mold on a tray will make it more steady and keep your chocolate even while it firms up. Now I'm going to drizzle my ruby chocolate that I melted in the microwave over the top. To do this, I'm going to use my rubber spatula to splatter it on the bottom of my chocolate mold. After I do that, I'm going to tap it against my table. This is to get out the air bubbles. Then I'm going to put it in the fridge for 5 minutes. Next, I'm going to make the toasted kataifi. To do that, I'm going to put my kataifi into my melted butter on low heat on the stove. Then I'm going to stir it using my rubber spatula consistently to make sure it doesn't burn. We just want it to be a little browned. It doesn't need to be completely even or perfect as long as it isn't burnt because then it won't taste good. After it's done, take it off the burner right away or it will continue to cook. Let it sit so it cools a little before adding your pistachio cream. Now, you have the option to melt your chocolate in the microwave or double boiler. Either is fine. Just be careful not to overcook your chocolate in the microwave since you can't see it closely. Make sure to stop and stir at very short increments. If most of the chocolate has melted, remove it from the microwave. It'll most likely be hot enough for the rest to melt just by stirring. After this, then add in 1/8 of a cup of the chocolate and stir it until it's all melted. I'm going to melt my milk chocolate and my butter in the double boiler. It's best to do it slowly. To do this, you simmer the water and then place a microwave-safe bowl over the top. Make sure your water doesn't touch your bowl with the chocolate. Then stir it with a rubber spatula until it's melted and remove it from the pot of hot water. Make sure not to place your bowl of melted chocolate on a cool surface. Chocolate is very sensitive to temperature and it can change the entire texture. Place a folded towel underneath your bowl to help it retain heat and smoothness you created. Now, add the 1/8 of a cup of milk chocolate and stir. This is called seeding the chocolate. It should help temper your chocolate, which will add a smooth, glossy shine to your finished product. It should also help it snap cleanly when broken. Then I'm going to put a quarter of a cup of the melted chocolate over the top of the ruby chocolate. It is a matter of choice if you want your chocolate shell to be thick or thin. If you see a little of your ruby chocolate coming through, that's okay. It won't hurt the decoration at all. After I spread it across the bottom of the mold using my offset cake spatula, I'm going to tap it against my table again. Then I'm going to use my spatula to spread it up the sides of the mold. Make sure that it covers all the sides as even as you can get it. After I do that, I'm going to put it into the freezer until it hardens. It should take only 5 to 10 minutes. Next, I'm going to mix my pistachio cream with my toasted kataifi. To do this, I'm going to use my rubber spatula to remove my pistachio cream from my measuring cup. And then I'm going to use my spatula to gently fold the cream into the kataifi. Folding ingredients means that you carefully mix your ingredients by using a spatula to bring the ingredients from the bottom of the bowl and putting them on top of the ingredient you're trying to fold in. This will help the kataifi pieces remain more intact. I'm going to do this until the kataifi and the pistachio cream are fully mixed together. Then I'm going to put my pistachio mixture into my candy mold. Make sure to get it into all the corners. Fill it almost to the top. Approximately an eighth an inch from the top will leave enough room to add the bottom layer of the chocolate bar. It isn't going to use all of the mixture. When I made mine, it had about a quarter of a cup left over. I spread the mixture out using my rubber spatula. Then I'm going to put the rest of my chocolate over the top and spread it out with my offset cake spatula. Make sure to spread into an even layer. I keep going around the sides with my spatula because I want to make sure the bar is sealed by the chocolate. You may have a little chocolate left after you fill it to the top. Don't try to squeeze it all in, it will just get very messy. After that, put it into the fridge for about an hour. After that, I'm going to peel the mold off of the candy bar very slowly. Do this delicately so you don't break the candy bar. And my Dubai chocolate candy bar is done and looking delicious. Please let me know what you thought of the video in the comments and how the recipe went for you. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe so you can see when new videos are added. Thank you and enjoy!